Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Teri
Hello.
Lee, pure visionary, psychic medium, and I have Sun Psychic Jean and Teri Suzuki, Kiguru Spiritual Journeys. Yay! You have three giddy little psychic mediums today in this show because we've been separated for a while. Terry's been gone, and Jean and I had some really great shows in the meantime. But it's the triad, man. It's just don't know how to tell you how special it is to us, ladies. Let's hear it. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and it's really great having the band back together. It's so comfortable. There's such a pocket. There's such a support. All of our guides work together so well, and they all know what to do. And it really is. It's a beautiful thing, and it's when you're away from it for a while, you realize how special it really is. The magic that has happened with all of our shows. I've been watching some old shows and doing some editing and things, and they're just magical, magical, magical. And I wouldn't have been
Yes.
able to do it without you two.
Uh-huh.
So
How beautiful.
Oh,
And Terry, welcome back. Tell
thank
us.
you.
Tell us about your adventures.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be back. I've been in Japan. I've been working on a old house, broken down house, trying to make it look pretty and safe. Safe. That's the most important part.
Wow.
Um, I'm excited because my guides have been sending me stuff today. They got a song stuck in my head, putting on the Ritz, which I was just telling Terry Lee that I Googled that. Like, what is the spiritual significance of that? And it says maybe we're all leveling up here spiritually.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'm for that. And then the other thing is they're like they've got my stage looking like a Christmas wonderland.
Oh, how
I
lovely.
mean, you know,
Like this?
candies that are huge, that are covered in sprinkly sugar, and I mean, really, we're this is kind of cool looking.
Nice. I love it. Well, it's a special time on planet Earth. Very,
Mhm.
very exciting, very interesting. And as you can see, it's winter
Yeah.
here. I always get such a surge of energy when the first snows start to come. It's just, it's so beautiful here, and I'm so grateful to be in a place that has seasons. I don't know. Some people don't need them. I need them. And I get a really great excitement and energy out of the chill in the air and all the animals. Oh boy, have I been feeding I have fat squirrels. They are ready for the winter.
All the
They're
fat
like,
squirrels are at
they
Terry's
waddle
house.
up to the feeding bowl and man, they're just like this, and the birds, everybody's, chowing down, getting ready. It's a beautiful thing.
I remember you had a video about that last year, and it was just so beautiful. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember what time of year it was, but it was the squirrels or your wild life. Maybe it was the birds when they were,
Oh,
just
yeah, the
something about it. It
bird
was
feeder,
really
I got a great
beautiful in
one.
the
Yeah.
snow. Yeah. But I see Birdie Girl, and she wants to talk to her family member. And if I can just suggest, if you want to say my
Yes.
mom,
Yeah.
Brenda, and then on the next line, say I want to talk to my dad, Joe, and then on the next line, I want to talk to my sister, Cindy. Whatever it is, because when it's almost like it's just give us the name and the relation, and do another one, and do another one, and do another one. That really helps out a lot. But
It
thank
does.
you very much. Mhm.
And on that note, let's have a little chat about what's gonna happen. So we are, I'm starring questions here. I'm running the show, y'all. Uh, and they're going to go up on the board. And when I am led to a question, that's the question I read, not necessarily in order. Sometimes questions are meant to be answered that benefit us all. And it's just the way it works. And it works really well with the guides. Kind of moves things along a little faster, too. So I will ask if you're here. If I select your question, I'll say, "Are you here?" And then in the live chat, please say, "I'm here." Now, if you have to go water your dog or answer the door or whatever, and you come back and you see that your question's been mentioned, then you can say, "I'm back," and I will leave that question on the board, and we can go back and then read your question. These are challenging little readings in the sense that we try to read for as many people as we can, or as many people as we are led to read for, and we try to give them the full reading that we can in the amount of time that we have. So please go with the flow, enjoy the community, support each other, and we'll carry on and have a wonderful show together. And I see a lot of questions coming in. Is there anything else you guys want to add while the chat's moving pretty fast? So I kind of want to make sure I'm not missing
I
questions.
I have some things coming up for tomorrow
Oh,
that
perfect. Why don't
I
you tell
have.
us?
Akila B is going to be on my show tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning on Eastern time, and we're going to be doing readings then. And then I have Ivana Intuitive coming, and she's
Oh,
just absolutely lovely. She's beautiful
wonderful.
readings, and that's at 2 Eastern. And then I get to be on Scott Scorpio Santuro
Oh,
on his channel as his guest, and it's always such a pleasure. He's so very kind and accommodating and welcoming to his guests. I love being
mhm.
on the show.
You know,
It's so much fun.
Scott's an excellent reader, and I believe that's because he is so kind and caring, and he really wants to do his very best in his reading. So, yes, catch that show. That's going to be awesome. I'm loving all these questions, you guys. I've got 11 starred, oh, and 12, and now 13. Okay. Uh, and now 14. Okay, and now 15. I feel like I'm a auctioneer. And 14 now. Do I hear a 15? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so now I wanna buzz back on my screen and say hi to some people. So help me out, girls. Craig Dixon, Amanda Carroll, Chloe. Hi, Bora Bora. Always great to see you in the chat. Uh, yeah, Sandra Dole. Okay. Moving right along. Sue Toffee. Hi. Cindy and Encinitas. I love it. Pooja Gupta, nice to see you too. Hello. All right, Amy Harris, Emmy Lorenz Bradley. Hi, welcome to the chat. Venus, always wonderful time to see you, dear, and we appreciate you supporting the channel very much. Okay, and we have Bernie Girl, Marby Gongora, Diane G. Did I mention her already? Oh, Debbie Three Shifting Veils.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That's an
Uh,
interesting name.
that is. A lot of interesting people in the circle today. Okay. Earth Earth Hope. Wow, is that how you would say that? That's pretty cool. All right. And let's see who else. Oh, Butterfly Kisses. You know we love you, girl. Okay, I'm zipping down. Okay. I guess we're just gonna take a deep breath now and get ready to read. We got Storm 88. These questions are starred. And I'm about ready to flip screens and head on over. Oh, there's another question.
You're
Okay.
fine.
Bidding has probably stopped for today. No. So we do have 16. I will mention that. But, as things go, sometimes people aren't here. And keep putting your questions in. It's okay with me. I'm always hoping to catch a question that needs to be read today. So keep them coming. All right, ladies, how you feeling about a question?
Feeling
Ready
good.
to read?
Feeling good.
All right. Okay. Let's start with Amy Harris. She popped right up. Hi, Amy. Good to see you, dear. Amy says, I would love a message from my angels on how I'm doing. I have been trying to cope with my mom never loving me and my dad abandoning me at the age of 2. You're welcome. We'd be happy to do that reading for you, dear.
I have to separate myself.
Wow. So I'm just going to go ahead.
Yes, please.
Um, your angels have put you on my very winter wonderland stage. Still that way. I'm surprised, but um, everybody always has more than one angel, and I see at least two angels surrounding you. They have their kind of arms around you. They kind of have their wings spread out a little bit, kind of encasing the space that you're in. And they are acknowledging that this is a hard time of the year for you. They're acknowledging that you aren't always feeling the love of the season, but they want you to know that you are a perfect child of God, that you are perfect in every way, and you're loved in every way. You are absolutely integral to the world.
Mhm.
They're saying that there is you are very needed is what they're saying, very needed. They could not do without you, and you sometimes, I think, feel like they don't need you, like you are unloved and unneeded in the world, and they're saying you are so loved, so needed. Um, just think about it as allow us to take some of your burdens. Just put some of those away. Sometimes when you're feeling really bad, just tell us. So angels, tell me your names. Aloysius? Aloysius, who are you?
Mhm.
Michael. So you got Michael and Aloysius. There
Ooh,
you
it
go.
chills. Just got chills on that. Beautiful. What a great message. Well, Jean, are you ready to go or you want me to go, dear?
No, you can go.
Okay. Um, Amy, immediately when I tuned in, I just got a flood of that really dark, deep pink that the guides and angels give me for that tender, tender love. We're talking tender love, right? And what the guides wanted to communicate to you is the word family. You are our family. You are our family, they're saying to you. We want you to understand that you have a very large and connected soul family here. And this earth life that you're living now has the challenge of what do they want? Crafting and honing that deep love for the true and beautiful, and as Teri said, perfect soul that you are. And you are perfect in this life. And you are perfect in your longings. And you are perfect in your yearnings. This is your journey, dear. This is your path. And it's so hard to understand that before you came, you made that agreement. You made that agreement to be in this situation. There are many reasons for this. Your soul desired to learn some and grow through some very hard lessons. You are a powerful, powerful soul. And your soul family is surrounding you now, supporting you, sending you energy, sending you love. We are here for you, right by your side. And we ask you to take that beautiful love that you long for, that you would long to give, and give it away to others. Give it in service, give it in a smile, give it in a hello to somebody who looks really sad. You are so bright and lovely, and we encourage you to close your eyes and visualize how beautiful your soul really is. And enjoy the days, enjoy the moments where you connect with someone and give them that love, and then you feel them get it. It is truly our joy to watch you walk, and we are here with you. So it is.
That was really beautiful, ladies. So Amy's been letting us know that she never really felt love and she doesn't like that feeling and that she'll be 50 this December and never have really celebrated her own life. And I think that this is your second Saturn return, Amy, and it is your opportunity to reinvent, and that you are not what happened to you. You
That's
are
true.
not the um, the actions of your parents do not it is not defined by you. That's defined by them. That's their karma. That's their um,
Mhm,
energy to carry. That is not for you
mhm.
to carry.
Yeah,
And your angels are asking you to, you are here to do their work. And they're saying, please, Amy, we are here to let you know that you are here to do our work in spite of everything that you've had to go through.
yeah,
We need you to do our work through you. Understand that it is not, it says, I see a crunchy hat, like a sort of like um, a gardening hat, like a canvas gardening hat that looks wrinkly and crunchy. I also see puffy hearts, and I see a bunny, but I see a bunny as like anthropomorphic, like standing up with overalls on. I also see some dancing ladies, and it looks like two ladies dancing together, and they have long dresses on. I think you have a long history of ancestors that love you. I think
oh,
you have a
sure.
long history of souls and
Mhm.
beings and bunny rabbits and gardeners and um, just different people who your soul family is connecting to you. Your ancestors are connecting to you. What your mother and what your father went through is not defined by who you are.
That's right.
And they're saying that rely and open up your horizons. Let go of that story. You are the one telling yourself that. And with this new Saturn return, with you turning 50, this is a perfect time for
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
work on peeling back those layers. Um,
Oh, I love that.
they said that you're a sovereign being and you're able to share and experience everything that life has to offer you.
Mm,
So they're saying that what the story you've been telling yourself is not true. It's your ego
yeah,
trying to place that feeling. And
yeah,
it's up to you to undo that. That's what we call shadow work. Unravel that onion and feel the love and the companionship of your soul family, of your ancestors, of your angels, and to love yourself. Connect with that you have a divine spark in front of you,
yeah.
inside of you. And
That's right.
this is who wants you to open up and to feel what it feels like to be a divine sovereign being.
Oh, so good, ladies. What a powerful reading. And I feel led, Amy, to add some personal experience just briefly. Um, my dad was a pretty rough alcoholic, and there was some pretty I don't even want to mention it. Physical things that happened that should not have happened to a young person ever. And there's a lot of them. And when my mom, who was a loving, caring woman, didn't understand. They didn't have the information about enabling back in those days, right? So after he passed, and when I began to get further along on my journey, I would drive in the car and talk to him. But what I came to was this beautiful freedom of realizing that he was a soul on a journey too. And we were part of each other's story. And we were part of that journey together. And we learned spiritual things because of each other. So I forgave him. I said, I'm sorry. I know you're miserable. I know you were unhappy. I know that you wished your life had been different. And I know that you hurt us and you felt terrible guilt about that. But it just made it worse sometimes. And I just would let it all out. I cannot tell you, Amy, the freedom that it gave me in my life, a joy I can't even explain. So, like Jean said, we all have a little bit of that shadow work to do to just dig in. And oh boy, this season is a perfect time to do it. It really is. It will elevate you and uplift you. Thank you for asking your question, and it was an honor to read for you. Wow. I got chills, ladies. That was powerful. Okay, I'm going over to the star questions again. Lots of questions still coming in. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to Bernie Girl, being led to doing some mediumship right now. Bernie Girl says, any messages from my mom, Esther? Oh, my mom's name was Esther too. Her sister, Linda. My sister's name was Linda too.
Oh,
Willie, Father Willie, or Grandma Iola. All right.
okay.
We're going to dig in for you, Bernie Girl. Oh, and I will be watching the live, and I'm assuming you're here. I'm waiting to see if she is. Oh, and Christine has a grandma named Esther too. Don't you love that name? Ah, just beautiful. Okay.
Thank you to
There
all the
she is.
moderators. We appreciate your help
Yes,
because
very
we're all
much.
sitting here closing our eyes while trying to connect in. So we appreciate you backing us up.
Okay. Bernie Girl's here, and Bernie, if you would please validate as we're reading, it does help us to know that we have the soul, and we'll explore for you. Whoever's ready, ladies, you just go right ahead.
Well, I think I got Grandma Iola. Um, I like asked my angels to bring them all to the stage, and it seemed like they all came as I said their name. And then, of course, Iola's the last one, and she she budged them all out of the way. She threw elbows. Okay, so I think we're going to go with her. So, um, and she put a song in my head where that she was making a play on her name, Iola, and she was putting in that song about my name is Lola. It's like she's playing with the Iola and the Lola name. Hmm. Okay, so I'm hoping that is evidence that you're giving Iola. Iola, do you have a message for Bernie Girl? Um, she's saying to me that she doesn't act now like she acted then. And what I'm kind of getting from her is that maybe she was a much quieter woman then. Maybe she was a small woman. And, but she obviously was somebody who had a big place in your heart because you could call her in so easily. Okay, what do you want to tell her? She's kind of a kick in the head here. She's kind of like, oh, lovey-dovey, I love you so much, but really, really, girl, sometimes you got to kick butt and take names. I'm like, oh, okay. So she has a little kind of a spine of steel here. Um, And she says, yes, she can borrow some of my spine of steel. She can borrow some of the things I've learned over here. She can borrow that energy because I want her to have the time of her life. I want her to just explore and do everything in life. Don't let anything hold you back. It it's such a short ride. You gotta have fun. Okay, there we go.
Beautiful. And she mentioned that grandma was very strong.
Okay.
So
Well,
that
she threw elbows.
she, she fought to get read first. Jean, are you ready to go, dear?
You can go ahead.
Okay. I did get the two female souls coming in. I believe that it's Mom Esther and Sister Linda. Now, what I did feel, and please let me know in the live, um, I felt something really tragic, a tragic energy, uh, and not that this person was tragic, but perhaps how they passed was tragic. And you can let me know. It could have been a very tragic illness. It could have been a shock. It could have been an accident. I just felt whew, like this big energy coming my way. Um, I Esther was a mom. I'm just getting that mom love from Esther. She she was a very giving woman, and please let me know in the chat. I feel just oh gosh, like the classic mom. She feels to me like she really cared so deeply for you and took care of you. She was there for you. She she wanted you to know that you meant a lot to her because she's saying she's just so proud of who you are, of how you how you have such a bright, vibrant personality, and yet at the same time you give that loving energy as well to those around you. She wants you to know that. I feel like she was just a classic in every way. That she said she loved to listen to you, she loved to talk with you. And I'm just feeling like that it was like any kind of talk. You could talk to Esther. Okay, so the other female here, who I'm pretty sure it's Sister Linda. Um, can you let me know was okay? Okay, there we go. I was just going to ask you if Linda was the one that had the tragic, shocking. She said sister was healthy and went through a lot. Heart failure got developed and spoiled meningitis that took her. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Well, I am happy to report she is here and she's beaming. And let me know in the chat. When she came in, I just felt such joy and energy from her. And she said, I want you to communicate. Tell her this, that I'm okay. And I'm doing so many things over here. And she's saying, you wouldn't believe it. I'm telling you the truth. I'm busy. I'm arranging things. I'm watching over so many of our family. There's many of us here, and I think she's referring to souls. There's many of us here watching you, rooting for you, cheering for you. I feel like there's a large group of souls there. Wow. She she's saying she doesn't want you to miss her because she's still right beside you. To be sure to talk to her like you did when she was right there. To to be on the lookout. She's saying, for I will show you things that meant something to each of us, and they'll catch your attention, and you'll know that I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm getting the feeling that you two were close, that you were loving to each other, and she's saying, I'm grateful for you. I am grateful for you, my sister. That's it. Whew. Oh,
Just as you said that, she said, "Thank you. We were close and promised to be a mom to each other's kids if something ever happened." And
oh,
she said, "Mom always gave her all to the family."
yes,
So
yes.
as those words were coming out of your mouth, it popped up. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, beautiful souls. Beautiful souls.
Mhm. So, she was talking to me a little bit. And when I say she, I was tuning in to your sister, Linda, and I feel as though she was talking to me in symbols. So I saw a bottle, almost looked like a perfume bottle or a liquor bottle of some sort, and it had a sash across it. So I don't know if there was some sort of a royalty or some sort of a reminded me of like a royal, something royal,
Wow.
royalty with a sash. But it was a bottle. It looked like a glass thing with a sash over it. I don't know if she was ever homecoming queen or if you used to call her princess or something about royalty. She also showed me Little Red Riding Hood and a wolf in grandmother's clothing. So I'm not sure if that story or anything about that makes sense to you. Um, I do see that she had an illness, and I was picking up it was something in the chest area, and she's showing me like puffy sleeves, like those little satin sleeve cap
Mm.
sleeves that are puffy. Um, and but she did also tell me to let you know that she is doing well, and Teri, you validated that. That's exactly what she told you too. And
Oh,
that she is communicating with you and she wants to know, she wants you to be open to it and validate for her. She wants you to
yeah.
almost say, "Thank you. I know that's you, Linda," or, you know,
Yep.
"I know that's you," whoever it is. But they just want you to open up and connect and to, they're trying so hard to support all of you down here that
Yeah.
they just need some sort of validation from you that you can hear them, that you can sense them, that you see the signs, that you understand it's them, and to confirm it and to, you know, show gratitude in some way. But your sister is very much busy on the other side and working very
Yeah.
diligently, as well as watching over you guys. Very
Oh,
nice.
wow. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. Uh, Bernie girl, a real honor to read for you. Uh, I just want to add too that, before each show, I do a prayer of intention, dedication for the show. And one of the things I ask is to be a vessel for souls that want to come through and validate that there is no death. So when we get to do these readings and we get to have some validations like you just gave us, that's an answer to that intention. And that was really special to read them. Very beautiful souls. Okay. Wow. Well, things are happening out in the chat. Everybody's talking and supporting each other. I really appreciate that. And we're going to go back to the star questions.
And Scott Scorpio Santoro is here. Hi, Scott.
Hey,
I'll see him
Scott.
tomorrow.
What?
I was just talking you up saying I can't wait to be your guest tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll have
Looking
to go
forward
back and
to
watch, Scott, because we were gushing all over about you. So.
that. We were.
Okay, let's see. Where do those guides want me to go next? I'm going back. Okay, so T Lynn. All right, honey. Yeah. Okay. So she says, bro-in-law chose to exit. Just so many questions in trying to understand. If spirit has a blackout period for inquiries, if there's a spiritual ER rehab, and wondered if met by my family. Okay. And there was an earlier one, and she asked kind of two questions, and that's okay. Is transition process different when someone takes their own life? Okay. So we're going to dive
What
right in.
what's your brother-in-law's first name?
Yeah.
Elin.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that. Okay.
It
All
would
right.
help us kind
Getting
of
alive. Yeah.
harden in a
Mhm.
little bit.
All right, T-Lan, I hope you're still here, girl. Let us know and give us your brother in law's name. Yeah, so it's definitely directed to this question. I would love to read for you. Hello, T-Lan.
Well,
Okay. Well, darn.
well,
Mm,
I'd like to talk just about some of the questions she's
Okay,
answered
I'd be
here.
happy to too. I would be
Um,
happy to too.
and I think that everybody spiritually has a different, I mean, I'm just saying a little bit of what I know, which is probably just the teeniest little bit. Um, I don't think there's any sin or anything like that with choosing to exit. I think we've greatly mistaken that. However, I do think that it can be shocking to their spirit because they misunderstand how important they are over here, and that the tiny little things getting them down are less important than their soul
Mhm.
and the work that their soul does here. Even though I don't know his name, I can immediately see that he was indeed met by family. Everybody's met with family. Everybody is
Yes.
celebrated when they
Yes.
go over.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um, I do know that we all have a lot of exit ramps.
Mhm.
And sometimes, even though they don't commit suicide, sometimes people choose an early exit ramp just because. So I don't know. I don't, and I don't know if that there's a blackout period. For me, I've noticed that the time period where I can connect to somebody on their side is speeding up.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I can validate that. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's my 2 cents.
Okay, I got 2 cents. First of all, dear T. Lynn, it's all about love. It's all about love. And I want you to understand that he may have chosen to take that route, but that was part of his soul's journey. That was part of the lesson. Because after he arrived to his loving family, guaranteed without a doubt, he was met by loving family on the other side. There's no judgment. God has no judgment. It's the ultimate form of love. So when they go over, though, there is a time where you have a life review, and that's where your soul really gets all of the lessons. So that action, that choice, and we all have free will and we all have free choice, is catapulted some lessons for this soul to learn. And that is part of a life plan that was made before this he came into this lifetime on planet Earth. So, my advice to you is encourage everyone to understand the love. The love is the most important thing because now all kinds of people are being learning lessons from this experience, and he's going to feel all of that. That's a requirement of your life review. And like I say, that's how we grow, though. So encourage everyone to know that your brother-in-law is certainly loved and blessed and was welcomed back home, and that's where he is. He's home. And I have only heard of rehab. I have only heard of that, and that was in Journey of Souls where they spoke of souls that had extreme, extreme darkness. I don't think that's the case here, and it's not like they're put in soul jail. It just means that the guides and angels will work longer with them before they release them back to their soul family. Now, that's the way I understand it. I could be wrong, but I highly encourage you to embrace this experience and love everyone around you because you know now that he's fine and he's forgiven and he's loved and he's home.
Yeah.
I just have always heard it to be similar to like an illness, the way it's viewed on the other side, that
Yeah.
if you went out in the cold and caught pneumonia and died, that was your choice and you didn't wear a scarf or whatever. and you died, and then you feel as though, well, I could have done so much more. Why did I do that? Why did I make that mistake? Why did I make that choice when I could have made a different choice? Or maybe you were doing cocaine and you overdosed and you're
Yeah.
like, why did I make that choice? I was
Yeah.
so, it was such a, I didn't value the life and the love that my soul was there to do. It's treated very similar to
Mhm.
an illness or something that obviously is preventable, but more of like an illness or something that this is just how it is.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel on the other side, how they see it. And I do feel as though, they have extra duties on the other side. I feel like there's that they help people here that are going through that, to
Yeah.
talk them and to support them, because they know what it's like. And it's been so recent since they were here.
Mhm.
And I think that they do help others that are still here. Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful, Jane. That's just beautiful. All right. Well, T. Lynn, I hope you visit this show later and hear that message and pass that on to your loved ones and know that it's all okay. It's all going to be all right. All right. Well, we're going to move on. Had some other people join us. Hello, Olivia and Cece Bear. Oh, well, Cece Bear has a comment. She says, that's good to know. My aunt chose her exit as well, and my mother always worried for her soul. I hope they're both together on the other side, and I know they are. There you go. If you take that moment just to ask and feel in your heart, you're going to feel it. You're going to know. And that's a beautiful comment. Thank you for making that comment.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Oh, okay. And T. Lynn made it, and his name was Kevin.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, that was a beautiful reading, ladies. I love it. We'll go back now, and we're going to go to. Okay. I've got a lot of questions here. I just it's sort of like spinning a circle, and what I land on is what I read.
You
Okay,
have
here we go.
27.
I know.
What the heck?
Maybe next time we should bring our sleeping bags and just camp out and read. All right, we have Emily Lorenz Bradley. She asks, may I please have a message from my guides about what steps I should take moving forward? I'm trying to transfer schools and accelerate towards my higher purpose. Any insight about what I need to know? All right. We'll be happy to read that for you. Just let us know you're in the live chat, Emily. And there she is. All right. Okay. Tune in.
So, Emily, I feel as though this is you're cutting your teeth on learning how to make your own decisions and to trust your own instincts. And they want you to make a decision and to step forward. And where this will lead you is on your path. So whether you start on the left or you start on the right, or if you start in the middle, it's you're going to be stepping out onto your path, onto your journey. And they just want you to move forward and to feel what is best for you right here, right now. And whatever transpires from this decision that you make is what's going to bring you to your ultimate path. I hope that makes sense. And what they're saying is that it's like a moving floor, and you're standing here waiting to step out on that floor, and you have three different ways of stepping out, but the floor is going to continuously move to the direction that you eventually need to be. But you can't get there unless you step on that moving journey, and you can't stay in the doorway and wonder. But they can't tell you which doorway is best for you, because you created this lifetime and the way it plays out before you came into this world. And what is intended for you and the experiences are based upon what your decisions are. So
Yeah.
be brave, make your decisions, and follow your journey, and be inspired by the unknown. And that's where all the miracles happen, and that's where all of the guidance comes in, is in the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen next.
That was beautiful, Jane.
I
Oh.
absolutely have to completely say that I saw the same thing. So I saw Emily on my Winter Wonderland stage with all the pink and sugary things and all that. And what I saw is she was in the middle of the stage on a path, just as Jean said. And in front of her are angels with their hands out, trying to draw you forward, trying to say, come on, make that decision and come forward, come forward. A lot of times I get questions like this, and people are like, "Will God hate me if I make this decision? Will the angels never talk to me again if I make this decision?" This is all your decision. It's all you. There is no bad decision. It The decisions may take you forward faster or slower. Just go ahead and make the decision. And then the only thing that I saw also is they want you, as they're drawing you forward, they want you to notice the path, notice what's happening around. They're saying there are so many delightful things happening around you that are going to accelerate your learning, accelerate your degree, where you're going to see people interacting in certain ways and know that the other side is making this happen. The other side is helping them. You're going to see things that are going to somehow stay in your consciousness, and you're going to be able to put these puzzle pieces back together as you learn, and then become an even better educated person. You're really they're really inviting you to step forward and to trust that
Yeah.
all is well.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Well, it's interesting, Emily. When I closed my eyes, I immediately felt like I was in a race. I love the way the guides do this sometimes. They will give me like a scene, and I felt like I was the runner in a race. You know how you feel that excitement, that anticipation, and yet you want to pace yourself, you want to pay attention to your body. And then they showed me other people, and there's roads that go off. There's the one you're on right now, and then there's this one over here, and then there's this one over here, and there's this one over here. What they want to communicate to you about is that your energy and they're saying destiny will pull you forward. Should you make a turn that doesn't feel very good, you can always turn around and go back. That's what they said. You can always turn around, go back, get back on the other road. Test yourself, use your discernment, because that is wisdom. And they're showing me green now, that really deep green, which is what my guides show me for spiritual growth. So this is a spiritual growth moment. They also want to applaud you for reaching out to them, to understanding your own spiritual power. You have the power to ask, you have the power to receive. And they're saying, don't forget to open up your arms and receive when you ask. And do it physically. Just say, I receive the information coming from my guides and angels. They're going to show me. They're going to show me the way, and I'll feel and know it in my heart. And it's a wonderful journey you have ahead of you, dear. So enjoy.
She just asked, "Am I doing okay so far?"
Oh,
It's resounding yes.
you're
Yes.
on a journey. Yeah. You're in a race. Yeah. You've got the pace. You're doing good.
How do you feel like you're doing, Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most important uh,
Yeah.
answer
That is.
there. Mhm.
That is.
Mhm.
Um, absolutely.
It's how you feel, and trust how you feel.
Yeah. And as the guides mentioned, you're already understanding how to reach out and get answers spiritually to nourish you on your way.
She said, "That is how
Oh,
I feel." Good.
uh, and she said Metatron has been having me play with his Rubik cube. Awesome. Awesome. Well, there you go. It's wow, uh, life, everybody. Pretty crazy, huh? But we're learning, we're growing. That's why we came here. And it's if we do it in joy and love and seeking and helping each other, oh, that's a wonderful thing. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. We are approaching the hour. So I'll go back to questions and their questions, see if we can squeeze a couple more in real quick.
It's not an easy thing to do, but I think back at, when I was born or when I was little, there was no cell phones, there was no internet, there was, barely TV and a phone,
Mhm.
but how did we I mean, it was all have to you have to drive there, you had to look on pieces of paper, you had to read, there was nothing. It was so much harder, but yet there was just this jump in kind of a thing. So
Yeah,
try and just let go and go with the flow. Because when you could try and control things, it's not you're not allowing your guidance to
right.
guide you. So let go of the steering wheel and let the spirit guide that's sitting in the passenger seat take the control a little bit and go and let them guide you.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
don't be afraid to make a mistake and say, "Oh, this is not the way I should go." Go back, Just say, "Oh, okay. I made a mistake. Big deal."
Three TV channels in black and white, Mousy said.
That's
I
one thing
know.
I used to love to teach. Katrina, you'll be next. Let me know if you're in the live. I used to love to teach kids when I worked at equestrian therapy place, a ranch, and I would love to show them a mistake. I do
Mm.
something the wrong way and I go, oh, look at that. I made a mistake. And we'd laugh. And I said, oh, but you didn't think I could make mistakes, right? Well, I don't know everything. And so it was so fun to teach young people that because sometimes we're raised with that fear of making a mistake and it can
Mm.
paralyze you. And I know that's not going to happen to you, though. All right, Katrina Gale Foster, thank you for joining us today. She says, I was wondering if you could give me some guidance around my children. None of them are speaking to me, and I don't know what to do with that. I'm so sorry, dear. Let's tune in and see how we can get some help for
Was is there was there an event? Was there something that occurred?
you. Let's wait. Actually, is she here? I forgot to look, and I'm not seeing her. Katrina, we'll give you a little bit of time. I see that T. Lynn mentioned that the comments were kind of slow. Kind of depends on where you're at. Okay, well, it's a tough question. We would love to work on that for you and see what the guides have to say. So let us know, Katrina Gale Foster. And we can breathe, ladies, and have a little cup of tea here. Hmm. Okay. Katrina, are you here? Well, Katrina, I think this is a very important question. We would love to read on it. We all do readings. I do readings on Wednesdays. Jean has shows coming up. So if you watch this show afterwards and you see that we called your name, ask your question again of one of us in our shows because we would love to read that for you. Okay? All right. Here we go. Oh, okay. Uh, Trying to say, my brother, Bill, just
Oh,
passed and would like a message. If it's not too soon, he was not able to communicate much. He transitioned this morning. Oh,
oh my
dear.
gosh.
So sorry for your loss, dear. Oh, okay.
So
Well, I'll
very
be
sorry,
watching.
Shaughnessy.
Um, I'll be watching the live, dear. So you just asked the question. So um, I'm assuming you're here, and we're going to go ahead and start tuning in. Oh, and his name is Bill, everybody. Let's
Mhm.
tune in to Bill.
I feel like he's saying that he's in good hands.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Are you
He's saying
done, Jean? Or oh,
he's
sorry.
saying he's not in any pain, and that um, I think he's going through. Obviously, he's in a transitional phase, but he just wants you to know that he's in good hands, and he's still trying to figure out what's what. That's what I get.
I'm so sorry for butting in, Jean. I got virtually the same thing. I saw him kind of pop up in my vision. He like popped up. He did what I would kind of almost say was like a leprechaun kick. Just like you know, when somebody's so joyous, they just suddenly click their heels together, and he's actually so delighted. He it was so unexpected. It was so the delight, the joy, the ability now to communicate was so
Mhm,
unexpected. It wasn't what he
mhm.
thought was going to happen, and he's just happy.
Oh,
Um, I'm not really getting much more than that. He's probably. I also get this feeling of exploration. He's still exploring all the fun things. I'm done.
okay. Maybe you can help me out, dear. I just I got that feeling of joy too, and it was almost like I'm Superman. It was just like boom. But I also feel I don't know if he was like in a coma or disabled or whatever, but what he's saying is, I could hear you. I could feel you before I left my body. I could know your love. I could sense it. I rose. I rose to the vibration. I could feel the love that was there for me. And I'm just feeling that he's sending like just wow, almost like tears of joy in the sense that it's gratitude, gratitude for all the love that surrounded me, gratitude for all of the beautiful days, the beautiful times. Yeah, and and he's kind of just saying, "Yeah, I'm kind of new here, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm here." Yeah, that's what I got. Superman. I love that. Did you ladies get anything else? Or we okay. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate reading for you, and our hearts go out to you. But the best advice I can give is think of all those good times whenever you start to feel sad or miss him or hurt inside, because we all go through that after losing someone in the physical. But no, he's right there, and he's happy and he's home.
Yeah.
So Katrina is actually back, and she's saying that her first husband had passed. I'm not sure what that had to do with her children, why they're not talking to her. Um,
Okay. All right. Well, let's just go back. Katrina, let's see. Let me go back and find the actual question. And you guys watch the live for me. Okay. So she's saying her husband passed away, her children aren't talking to her, and they acted strangely after that. Hmm. Okay.
yeah, that's it's very unusual. I think there's an unknown factor there. There's something that is obviously you don't know, but um Is is it are they still in touch with his family, your ex's family, or your ex's, your late husband's family? Like are they in touch with that side of the family? I just feel like there's something there's something that we don't know about, that you don't know about. Maybe a belief or an influence, but I can't imagine them not wanting to speak to their own mother after their own father had passed. But um,
Yeah.
yeah, there's something else that is.
Does
I'm
anybody
just
feel
not.
led to communicate with her husband?
Uh,
Oh, what was her husband's name?
She didn't mention it. If you'd like to
Oh,
give us your husband's name, we could try that, Katrina. And I'm being led to do the cards. So, Terry, if you have
oh,
anything or
good. I have something. So
you,
even from the first time when we kind of went into this, they showed me some a different. Actually, it's a different stage. It's not the candy one. And the stage is very dark. And meaning quiet, calm, not not evil, just dark. And I see you sitting in uh, a meditative position, and I see each of your chakras lit up, and your body is in kind of a ebony color. And these chakras, it's to really show off these chakra lights. And the feeling I keep getting from this is that they want you to rest. They want you to be contemplative. There may be things that your children want to say to you or to talk to you about their father. And they want you to rest so you can be supportive for them. Um, so if you meditate, this is a great time to keep meditating. If you, I would even go get a meditation on YouTube that is one that leads you through chakra balancing.
mhm.
But they just want you to kind of be more calm, to not try too hard. Just they want you to really lean into love, really think about love, and just be very calm, be very intentional with your chakras, and be open to talking to your children. They are going to come to talk to you. Just, I think they need to process some things first.
Mm.
So, okay, that's it.
Well, it's interesting. I tried to tune in to Peter, and very understanding, very loving, very present in the situation. And he said, "Tell her there's a storm brewing. There's a storm brewing right now, and you can't go out and weather the storm, dear. You got to wait it out." And then the guides told me to draw cards. Very much resonated what Terry had to say, and it's interesting because after I shuffled, I saw the first card on the top of the deck, and that is the Hierophant. This is about, you know, like she said, stepping back. Um, maybe looking at some kind of programming that you've had in your life that maybe isn't working for you right now. Maybe everything isn't falling into place like the way you have been taught or told. And it's time, like Terry said, to step back and do some meditation, and definitely look at your faith. That's what the Hierophant talks about. Um, it's as you can see, the gold letters say religious traditions, but it's also about looking at what do you truly believe, and maybe there's something there that you have not noticed yet, and that you need to take that time. Meditation is an excellent way to do that. The next one is the Nine of Coins, and in this deck, it's Pentacles. So this is about, I love that because they're telling you to look in, and then this is about your rewards. This is about also taking it easy, but it's about reaching rewards for your efforts. It's about something coming to maturity too. And maybe that's something that in the relationship with you and your children needs to be brought out and brought to maturity, which will come with them probably when they're able to talk to you and you've had that time to take a look at inside yourself. And the last card is the Six of Wands. Oh, I love this. Can you see there in the gold? It says, congratulations, success. This is a success card. And it's also about milestones in your life. And obviously, this is huge. This is really huge. So it's going to take a lot of trust and faith to get through this. But the most important thing to do is cultivate that love, because love will help you communicate with your children when the time is right. Love will help you be patient. Love will help you see your way through this and review some things that possibly could be involved in that storm that Peter described. There's a storm. Lots of times when people are in pain too, it is like a storm. So give them time to settle and you settle yourself and you're going to have success because that's what the cards say. Hey, awesome.
Yeah, she said that Peter had a huge drug addiction and she remained friends with him and loved him anyway, but moved on. And it sounds like you got remarried, that you two had separated 25 years before he actually passed.
Okay.
Mhm.
So there's a lot there. There's a lot there. And
Yeah.
I'm
And I
sure
think oh,
go ahead.
sorry.
No, please go.
I think it has to do with perspective. Do you ever see that cartoon or that meme where they're looking at the number six? Where somebody said that's a six, but these people over here say no, it's a nine because it looks like a nine to them. It looks like there's a perspective that they see things differently than you do, but you're looking at the same thing. But it's a lot of hurt feelings, and it's
Mhm.
just their perspective, or there is a different perspective on each point. Um, but yeah, I think that patience and love and, you
Yeah.
know,
Use love as your shield. That is impervious to hurt, right? 'Cause then we don't get our ego involved. Use love as your shield. So if somebody says something to you that hurts you, try to just feel that love for them and say, "Well, can you explain that to me further?" Or let's talk about this and let me know, how you felt. And I really want to hear information like that. Boy, girl, you've got a real opportunity here to grow spiritually and to help your children grow spiritually. So blessings to you. And thank you so much for allowing us to read to you. Okay. All right. Well, hey, girls, I guess it's time. It always goes so quickly, doesn't it? And yet we really got to a lot of questions today that were definitely meant to be read. And I hope that you all learned something from the messages. Excuse me. And I really appreciate the way you all support each other out there. And thank you, moderators, for supporting us. And everybody out there, I want you to understand that we really, really do feel your energy. And we want to just thank you for coming and joining us today. It really is a sacred circle. And we all uplift each other and we're all going to carry on. So, Jean, do you want to mention your shows again quickly?
oh, sure. I'll be on with Akila B is going to be on my channel tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern, and then I have Ivana Intuitive will be on at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then I will be on the Scott Scorpio Centro show at
Yay.
4 p.m. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, so pop on over, and we'll be doing readings in and out each day. I mean, each show.
Beautiful. And Teri, what do you got coming up?
Well, I am going to be on later today. We're having a worldwide Shine Your Light show to kind of, you know, help shine our light out there to help people keeping on with spirit. It will be on Marina Heart Center Tarot's channel, and it will go for 4 hours because we're going to basically turn our porch lights on at 7 p.m. And so we're going to go through at least four of the American time zones. I'm going to be on the last because I'm on the West Coast, and everybody's got some really great things to present, to talk about. What I'm going to do is I have asked my Akashic Record team and Metatron to provide a healing. So I'll be the last one, and I will. We will do a healing. So there we
Awesome.
go.
Awesome. That's exciting. Well, I'm kind of sad I can't attend, but I will have my porch light on.
Oh, thank you.
As do I. You can see my
Yeah.
porch light is always on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a beautiful event. I hope a lot of you will tune into that. That's great. I have a show I'm going to be uploading soon. It's called Pulse of the People, Pulse of the Planet 2. And that's going to be a pre-recorded show. It's going to have a lot of information for you. So please keep your eye out for that on my community page. I'll be announcing that, and keep your eye out for that. Ladies, do we have a wisdom circle on Monday? Because I think we do, don't we?
I think we do. We
No?
don't?
Next Monday after that?
It's the first Monday of each month.
Okay. So we got another week to go.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. Just in the
You are
back of my
out of
mind.
time, just like I am out of time right now.
Oh, yeah.
A little out of sync.
Boy, the days, these days. lately.
Teri's channel is Kikaroo's Spiritual Journeys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the other Teri's channel is Pure Visionary Psychic Medium Teri Lee. They're asking for Teri's channels.
Yeah. And we all three do private readings. So if you look in the description of this show, all of those links are there, and our channel links are there too. And we just really appreciate if you like, and you maybe want to come over and subscribe to a new channel, or just stay subscribed, and maybe come back after the show and put a little message down. If you had something that touched you today, or you appreciated our time together today, it helps our channels, and we really, really appreciate it. So, it's always so hard to say goodbye, but we have to. I'm going to end the show the way I always do, and because my dogs are barking like crazy. The guides asked me to remind you every show that I end that you are loved beyond measure. Please remember that and know how special and perfect you are. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.